my beautiful little unicorns, and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time that you're on my channel, I'm Vanessa Samina and welcome to the fam. You guys, today's reading is on a really interesting topic, and it is all about what their family truly thinks about you. For today's reading, I have prepared 4 groups that you can choose from, and I would like you to pick one of these 4 groups intuitively. So just go with that gut feeling, go with your intuition, your instinct. Whichever mineral you feel speaks to you the most, that is the one that you should go for. So regarding the 4 groups, we have the Malachite, we have the Meteorite, we have the Vanadinite, as well as the Azurite. So you guys, as usual, the timestamps will be linked down below in the description box, as well as in the comment section. Whether you're on your phone, your tablet, or your laptop, you can just fast forward to your corresponding reading. And because each and every day I have so many new, amazing, beautiful little unicorns joining the fam, I just need to make sure that I let you know that it is completely okay to pick 2 and maybe even 3 groups, however many that you feel resonate with you. So if you can't make your mind up between 2 groups, then feel free to tune into both of them, because your personal reading on this situation may be a mixture between multiple groups. Guys, I want to keep the intro very short and to the point so we can get straight into the readings, and I will be starting off with the first group, which corresponds to the Malachite. Hello, group number 1, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Malachite. So group number 1, you may have chosen the Malachite for reasons other than the fact that it is a gorgeous mineral. So the Malachite is for anybody who has a lot of creativity, a lot of cool ideas, but right now they're sort of lacking the discipline to follow through with those ideas. So maybe you have really cool business ideas, really cool ideas on how you can further your creative ventures, but right now, you know, you're maybe procrastinating, you're maybe not following through. So that may be why you've chosen the stone, but let's move further into your reading to figure out what their family truly thinks about you. Okay, so group number 1, in your reading, we have the zebra stone, we have the citrine, we have the octopus, we have the scorpion, we have the seraphinite, the jade, we have the tea ceremony, Virgo, Venus, as well as beneath the surface. So group number 1, I'm gonna move straight into your reading about what their family truly thinks about you. So I definitely see, first and foremost, the fact that they feel like you're a very honest person. So that is what I see in the seraphinite. I see that their family thinks that you're somebody who is very upfront, you're somebody who is genuine, who is honest, who has sort of like a very high moral standard, if you will. And you're someone who, you know, they feel like this person is safe with because you don't believe in lying, you don't believe in deceit. So that is what they feel about you. They definitely feel like you're very upfront and honest, but at the same time, in the Scorpion, I definitely feel like that can sometimes be something that they feel can lead to discussions, arguments, because you're so upfront and you're so honest and you're gonna tell it how it is. It can lead to situations where you and, you know, the person in question maybe argue a lot, or maybe they feel like you could deliver the message a little bit softer, a little bit more gentle, if you know what I mean. So I definitely feel like their family can see that you're a straight shooter, you're not somebody who lies or beats around the bush, you're somebody who is honest and out there and will say how they feel. So in the zebra stone, I see, you know, also that they see you as somebody who's compassionate. They see you as somebody who cares about others, not just themselves. So you're definitely not somebody that they feel is like egotistical. You're definitely not somebody who they feel only cares about themselves. They can tell that you're caring and you're somebody who wants the best for everybody involved in situations. So alongside with that, in the octopus, you know, you may have sort of like a little bit of a streak of liking drama, and not drama as in you being dramatic or you having drama in your life, but you like, you know, to hear gossip. You like to just be the fly on the wall. You're not attracted to creating gossip. You're not somebody who is actually going to make the situation worse. You're not one to carry messages that you're not sure of to other people, but you like to hear. You just like to listen in. You just like to know what's going on. So that is definitely what I see them seeing in you. It's like the fact that you're somebody who is interested in what's going on around them, and that's completely fine, but you're not one to create gossip. So in the citrine, I definitely see that they feel like you're very creative, like you're somebody who maybe, you know, is able to create things that they have never experienced or seen before. and also kind of like abundant. So I see a lot of potential that they see in you, their family sees in you, and they feel like you're somebody who can basically go very far in life due to their creativity and due to the fact that in the jade, you know, you're one to attract good luck. So I definitely feel like that is not necessarily something that only their family sees in you. That is something that maybe, you know, more people, more of the public feels when they see you. They feel like you're surrounded by this energy of good luck, abundance, and just like things go easily for you. So that may not feel that way to you, but this is how their family sees you. As somebody who has had a good life, somebody who has had a lot of opportunity and who has made a lot out of those opportunities. So moving further into your reading, I definitely feel like in Beneath the Surface, as well as the tea ceremony, that their family would like to get to know you a little bit better. So in the tea ceremony, that is definitely something that I see. They would like to spend more time with you. They would like to have more deep conversation to get beneath the sea, beneath the surface of what is you to the outside world. They want to know the real you. They want to hear about all your creative ventures. And they want to know, you know, who you are at your core in order to just learn more about you. And they're not being nosy. They just feel like there is a lot more to you. And with the tea ceremony, I definitely feel like, you know, invite situations in where you're, for instance, just hanging out, having a tea or coffee together, whichever you prefer, spending time at meals, like staying like the extra hour after dinner, etc. Spending that extra time to socialize and talk and truly show who you are. Also spending alone time with family members, one-on-one time is something that would be beneficial. So in Venus, I feel like they see that you're one who desires success. So alongside with the fact that you're very creative and they feel like you're lucky, they can also see that with the opportunities that you've been given as a human being, that you want to create success for yourself, you want to create a beautiful life, and beauty is something that you really like. So you may be somebody who likes to have their house in a very certain way, you know, their interior in a certain kind of like really gorgeous way. You may be somebody who puts a lot of effort into their appearance, and they definitely notice that. They definitely notice that you want good for yourself and your life. And in the Virgo, I feel like, you know, if you are a Virgo, then this is obviously very clear that this is exactly what they see in you. Otherwise, there is Virgo energy that they can feel in you. And with a Virgo energy, I mean energy that is very dedicated, energy that will make things work. And you're kind of like, they see a person in you who doesn't feel like a relationship is just, you know, okay till it's not okay. They see somebody in you who is hardworking on relationships, and you're not just going to throw a good relationship away when things get rocky. You're somebody who is still of the traditional belief that you can work things out, and that, you know, a relationship is here to work through things, not to fall apart as soon as something happens and then to get back on Tinder or on a dating app or whatever. So I definitely feel them seeing a very truthful person in you, and who kind of still has at the core a set of traditional values. So group number 1, that is the reading that I received for you. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it insightful, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello group number 2, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Meteorite. So group number 2, first and foremost, a few words as to why you may have chosen this stone, aside from the fact that, you know, maybe you were just drawn to its appearance. So group number 2, the Meteorite, is for anybody who wants to conduct more spiritual energy and who wants to sort of connect with the universe a little more. So maybe you're looking at ways to connect more with the universe, or you feel like you've kind of been out of touch with your spiritual side, or like you could grow your spiritual side, then that may be why you have chosen this mineral. But let's move further into your reading to figure out exactly what their family thinks about you. Okay, so group number 2 in your reading, we have the lapis lazuli, we have the carnelian, we have the cobra, we have the peacock, the apophyllite, the rose quartz, then we have Aquarius, we have the garden of the night, we have sharing your wisdom, as well as the second house. So group number 2, let's get straight into your reading. So I definitely see that their family thinks that you're somebody who is proud, you're somebody who is gorgeous. So in the peacock, I definitely see like your outer appearance making an impression where they maybe almost feel a little bit intimidated. They feel like there is a lot of beauty here on the outside. You know, you're maybe somebody who is also aware of that and who likes to just flaunt that. So that is what I definitely see in the peacock instantly. And also, you know, the fact that you're very quick. I feel like their family thinks that you're somebody who is witty, who is quick, who is funny, who can hold a conversation. So in the cobra, I feel like you're definitely not only good looking, you're definitely not only physically interesting, you're also somebody who is mentally stimulating and very quick and witty. So you might not find yourself funny. You might find yourself very sarcastic, and you may feel like you have very dry humor, but they definitely cherish your sense of humor. They cherish, you know, how much you can just be a part of literally any situation or conversation and fit right in. So moving further into your reading, see in the carnelian, you know, self-confidence is something that they feel like you possess. As I already mentioned in the peacock, you know, a certain amount of pride, a certain amount of gracefulness is what is here. And like I said, group number 2, you may not feel this way about yourself, but that's fine, because this is not about how you feel. This is about how their family feels about you. So know that they see somebody confident. They see somebody who knows what they want, and they see somebody that is very capable, and that is an amazing way to be in front of people, because even if you are basically pooping yourself a little bit, that doesn't matter. As long as people feel like you're confident, then they will have the courage to speak to you. They will have the courage to try and make you a part of things, and they will not feel like you feel uncomfortable. And that is how you can truly, you know, get closer to people. That is how you can make people feel like there is a connection there. And that is what I see in the apophyllite. Their family feels like there is a genuine connection there. Their family feels like there is something here that is special. There is something here that is real. And group number 2, I want you to see this as a really big compliment, because often I feel like you may be reduced to physicalities, or you may be reduced to something on the exterior. It could also just be something that you really enjoy. It could be your job, something that people sometimes can't see past, but their family sees past physicalities. They see past just things on the surface, and there's definitely unconditional love. You know, in the rose quartz, that is something that shines through in your reading, that they feel love for you. They feel genuine care, genuine love, and like there is a genuine connection. So the apophyllite in correlation with the rose quartz is definitely a connection that is pretty strong, where their family feels like you're part of them. You know, they don't make that difference between family or not family. They care about you and your well-being just like they would about a family member that is basically blood, if you know what I'm talking about. In the lapis lazuli, I see that they see you as somebody who wants to resolve problems. You're somebody who is not into conflict. You're not into long discussions, arguments, fights. They see a solution-oriented person. They see somebody who isn't dramatic, somebody who likes to find solutions to issues, to make things fun, to have things have the best possible outcome, so you can just enjoy life, so you can do things that truly matter and focus on what truly matters instead of focusing on issues. So moving further into your reading, I feel like in the Aquarius, there could be a little streak there that could be softened. You know, the Aquarius is often a little bit removed from too much emotion, a little bit removed from being emotional to the point where you open up easily. So I definitely feel like you could open up a little bit more. I definitely see that Aquarius energy is energy that is very freedom loving, maybe almost a little bit rebellious, and can keep their emotions hidden. So allow yourself to open up, allow yourself to share your emotions. And also in the Garden of the Night, I definitely feel like there may still be an air of mystery there due to this situation. They may kind of feel like there's still a lot about you that they want to know, a lot about you that they want to figure out, that they just haven't quite, you know, gotten to the bottom of. And that's completely fine. It's cool to sometimes, you know, be a little bit mysterious. It's cool to keep things interesting. And it is nice to basically just share your wisdom bit by bit not all at once. And that is something that I see in sharing your wisdom. You know, it's definitely something that I want you to do, as I can see very much like maturity. You're not somebody who leans on the fact that, oh, maybe you're physically attractive or you have a great education or a good job. You're not somebody who sees that as your core value. You know that the lessons that life has taught you is something that is invaluable, something that nobody can take away from you, and it is an asset that you can share, and it is wisdom that not everybody has the privilege of having. So I definitely feel like they see that as well, and they want more. They want to hear more of you. They want to hear more of what you've been through, more of the wisdom that you've picked up from your life experiences. But group number 2, it's okay to be mysterious. It's okay to, you know, just be yourself and let things out in your time, if you know what I mean, at your pace. So don't rush and don't feel pressured. Last but not least, in the second house, I definitely feel like your assets and finances is something that interests them. So maybe you are physically somebody who seems wealthy, somebody who seems well off, or maybe they feel like they would just like to know a little bit more of how well you're doing financially. It may be something that they're a little bit nosy about, which is completely fine. Like I said, you could be a little bit of a mystery to them for whatever reason, maybe because you are so beautiful, or maybe because, you know, you're a very confident person. So they're kind of like, huh, like, how well is this person doing? That is something that I see them wondering about. But at the same time, it's not something that they're going to put ahead of the fact that there is a real connection and bond here. That is what they first and foremost value. And then, you know, in the background are these layers that they're interested in about you, this layer and air of mystery. So group number 2, that is the reading that I received for you. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it insightful, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Vanadinite. So group number 3, first and foremost, I want to speak to you about why you may have chosen this mineral, aside from the fact that maybe you just liked it optically. So group number 3, the Vanadinite is for anybody who is sort of not quite at their happy place because there is some sort of block there. There is some kind of hurdle that is between you and your happy place. So you may be in need of a motivational speech. You may be in need of a little bit of a pick-me-up, and that may be why you've chosen this stone. But let's move further into your reading to figure out exactly what their family thinks about you. Okay, so group number 3, in your reading, we have the amethyst, we have the fuchsite, we have the owl, we have the crocodile, the kunzite, the garnet. We have Mars, Cancer, the gift of connection, as well as growth. So I'm gonna get straight into your reading. So I definitely feel like their family thinks of you as somebody who is kind of mysterious and maybe a little bit hard to get to know. So that is what I see in the crocodile. A little bit of a tough exterior, a little bit of an exterior where they're not quite sure what you're thinking or how you feel. So you may be somebody who kind of has a very sort of, how do I say this? You're somebody who doesn't smile if there's nothing to smile about. You don't laugh if there's nothing to laugh about. And your natural facial expression may just be. So that may be a little scary to them. It may be a little intimidating, and they may sort of not know what to expect or what you're thinking because of that, because maybe they're very visual people, very watchful people. So I definitely feel like that may make them a little bit insecure, and you may not even notice that their family may be a little insecure about that, but they definitely feel like there is an air of mystery that they can't quite figure out. So obviously changing that could entail you just trying to be a little bit more outgoing and just try to maybe make yourself smile a little more, just to show that you're actually content in the situation. Because when you don't say that you're content and you just have your straight face, that can sometimes, you know, lead people to think that maybe you're not as happy or as content as you really are. So make sure that you communicate clearly how you feel. So moving further into your reading in the owl, I definitely see very instinctual energy, and in the amethyst we have intuition. So your third eye chakra is open. Your third eye chakra is something that works well, and I feel like that makes them think of you as somebody who just like acts as they feel. They feel like you're somebody who is driven by emotion, and they can see that you're somebody who definitely values their emotion. You're somebody who values their gut feeling, and you're not afraid to share that. You're not afraid to be that person who's like, hey, my gut told me this, so that's what I went and did. And that is what I see them seeing in you as well. So in the fuck side, I feel like they see a natural sort of healer in you. They see somebody who is good for the soul. They see that you're somebody who is kind, who is caring, nurturing, and that you're very much caring when it comes to the people who are closest to you and when it comes to the people in your life who you care about the most. So that sort of healing energy, that energy that is nurturing and empathetic, is what makes you not so hard, if you will, as we had in the crocodile. It makes you a little less mysterious, because regardless of your facial expression or them being unsure about what's going on in your head, you're one who always shows that they care in different ways. So that you don't have to be like the kind of person who constantly says, I love you, or constantly does things to try and demonstrate that. You just naturally show it by taking care of people, by doing things that you know will make their life easier, and by just participating in activities that maybe you don't necessarily want to participate in, but you still do just because you know you're committed. And that is something that I see in the Garnet. So their family definitely thinks of you as somebody who is committed, somebody who doesn't feel like a relationship is between you and 5 other people. You are one who is committed to the relationship that you signed up for. So if you signed up for a relationship between you and one other person, then that is what you commit to, and you're one who will not stray. You do not believe in that. You would rather sort of break up the relationship or make it very clear that this is the new path, this is what is happening next. So I definitely feel like commitment is something that shines through. It's very clear that you're one that values partnership, and you value relationships and the sacred part that is in each relationship. And in the Kunzite, they think of you as somebody who will have children, who is maybe ideal for children, somebody who is nurturing, who can take care of children, and who is on one side kind of like tough, but at the same time also, you know, very caring, also very sort of empathetic. And that is a quality that they feel would go really well with children. So their family definitely thinks of you as somebody who gets along well with children. So maybe you have siblings, or you've just been around children, and being around children sparks joy in you. It sparks a streak in you that maybe not a lot of people get to see and not a lot of people get to experience. And you know, there's just a lot of beauty there. So moving further into your reading in the Cancer, you know, alongside with children, the Cancerian is very emotional, and that's energy that they think that you have, like very caring, loving energy, where family is the center of the attention. So in the Garnet, as I said, commitment there alongside with family, they think of you as somebody who is very family oriented, somebody who puts their family and the people closest to them first, and you're very protective. As I see in Mars, there's fiery energy here. So if somebody crosses your family, it's over, and they see that, they think that of you. They know that you are not to be messed with when it comes to those closest to you. So if they are part of those who are closest to you, then they definitely feel like they can rely on you, confide in you, as well as trust you. And if they're not quite in that circle yet, they're very wary of how they speak about you, your friends, your family, and the people closest to you, because they know that it won't go well if they basically say things or do things that you don't agree with. So last but not least, in the gift of connection as well as growth, they think of you as somebody who is actually easy to connect with, despite the fact that they don't always know what you're thinking. You're easy to start a conversation with. You're easy to get along with. You're somebody who can easily speak about anything. You're not really shy to speak about like taboo topics. You're somebody who encourages growth, and that is exactly what they think. They think that you're one who is mature. You're somebody who is willing to learn, and somebody who likes new information and also is willing to share information. So maybe you're really passionately into the topic of economics, or maybe you're really into, you know, the environment and environmental causes, and you're very much willing to teach people new things about it. You're very much willing to share that information and to allow them to grow and see other aspects of this life and this world. So they think of you as a teacher. They think of you as somebody who is wise and somebody who likes to share ideas, share knowledge, and just basically create a more well-informed environment around themselves. So group number 3, that is the reading that I received for you. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it insightful, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Azurite. So group number 4, first and foremost, I want to talk to you about why you may have chosen this stone, aside from the fact that you may have been drawn to its beautiful blue color. So the Azurite is for anybody who loves to shop, who loves new things, who loves that feeling that they get when that package comes in the mail. You know what I mean, group number 4? So if you feel like you've been a little too consumed with that, or that maybe sparks a little more joy than it should, then that may be why you chose this reading. However, let's move further into your reading to figure out what their family truly thinks about you. Okay, so group number 4, in your reading, we have the Iolite, we have the Lepidolite, we have the Gazelle, we have the Oyster, we have the Bloodstone, we have the Green Aventurine, we have Chiron, Born with a Gift, Tending the Future, as well as the Leo. So group number 4, if you chose the Azurite and you are a Leo, this reading is especially for you, okay? The Azurite connects especially with the Leo, and we have Leo in your reading again. So you may be a Leo, or this may just be the energy that you're exerting. So I always like to say Leos are loved as well as hated because they're very out there, okay? They're charismatic, they have confidence, and Leos are ones who aren't afraid to be flamboyant more than any other sign, and that can make a lot of people feel uncomfortable, which is a them problem. But I see that their family thinks of you as somebody who is unafraid, somebody who believes in themselves, somebody who is courageous, and who is okay going out there being themselves. So group number 1, definitely I see that they feel like you're very confident. So alongside with that, I see in the Gazelle that they see gracious energy, they see elegant energy. So they think of you as somebody who is well-mannered, who has come from a background of good upbringing, of thoughtful upbringing, and you're one who continues to carry that on. So you don't have an issue going to a nice restaurant, to a nice bar, to, you know, an event where you dress up, where you have to carry yourself a certain way, where it's tradition to do things a certain way. You're one who can handle that with ease. That is what they think of you, and you're one who belongs in that social scene without an issue. So while you may not always be in that kind of social scene, they definitely feel like you're one who would fit right in. So in the Oyster, I definitely see an air of you being a little closed off, of you having a bit of a hard exterior. So as I said, you know, poised, elegant, graceful energy is what they think of you, but at the same time, they feel like they haven't gotten to know the core of what is within you. While this sort of elegant side is your exterior in the Oyster, I definitely feel like, you know, they think of you as one who is full of surprises. They think of you as somebody who, yes, that is your exterior, but on the inside, it could be completely different. But you have basically one face that you show to the public and another face that you show to those closest to you. So if you are a Gemini, that may be the reason why this reading resonates with you. So moving further into your reading in the Bloodstone, it's clear that they think of you as somebody who likes to just clean any mess up, okay? You're not here for drama, you're not here for messy situations. You like things to be very clean, clear, upfront, whether it's your relationships, your home, your car, just basically life in general. You like to keep things simple, and you like to keep things clean and clear of any sort of unnecessary clutter. And another thing that they think of you is that you're very family oriented. So in the Iolite, they see someone who cares about family, who wants their own family. They think of you as one who is a family person and will always put family first. So group number 4, as I said, this is what they think of you. You may, for instance, feel like, you know, you're in your 20s or you're in your teens, you're not even thinking about that, but their family sees you as somebody who could easily be the head of a family, of maybe your own family at some point. So in the lepidolite, there is trust. So they feel like you're trustworthy. They think of you as somebody who they can trust. They think of you as somebody who has good manners, as we had in the gazelle. And yes, there is another side to you in the oyster, but it's not a side that is not trustworthy. There's just, they feel like there is a more bubbly, more open, more outgoing side there that they don't know, like a more funny and goofy side that you may have not had the chance to show yet. So moving further into your reading in the Green Aventurine, I definitely see that they feel like you're somebody who has a lot of opportunities in their life, or who has had a lot of opportunity in life, and that you're one who is basically blessed. Blessed with a lot of great people in life, with a lot that you can choose from, and you're one who is born with a gift. You're one who is born a little different than other people. They feel like you're special, like there's something about you that they can't quite put their finger on, but it's different. It seems like you're gifted, like you're one who is really good at something that a lot of people aren't good at. So I definitely feel like they think of you as somebody really out there, as somebody really different, as somebody who they maybe never would have gotten to know if it wasn't for the person in question that has connected you to this family. So in tending the future, they think of you as one who, as I already mentioned, could be the head of their own family. They see you as one who plans their future out. They see you as somebody who doesn't just go with the flow, because you're very aware of your opportunities. So while in the Leo, you are very out there and you are courageous, you're self-confident, they also think of you as somebody who plans every move, every step of the way, because you don't want to leave things to chance. You want to make the most out of your opportunities, and you want to make sure that nobody can sort of take those opportunities away before you've decided which opportunity you want to go for. So they see you as a smart person, somebody who thinks ahead, somebody who knows how important it is to make plans in order to make things work. In Chiron, last but not least, we have empathy, we have the ability to teach people without making them feel lesser than. So they think of you as somebody who is very helpful. They think of you as somebody who would never belittle anybody else or put anybody else down. If somebody knows less than you, or if somebody could be taught things that you already know, you're always willing to help, you're always willing to teach without any sort of bit of judgment, without any bit of a condescending tone. You're one who is very empathetic to others who may be in a less fortunate position. So they feel like you're somebody who is not just graceful on your exterior level, but you're also a very graceful person internally, and you're somebody who is charitable. So overall, I see them thinking of you as a very solid person, as somebody who knows who they are, but someone that they also want to get to know a little better. So group number 4, that is the reading that I received for you. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it insightful, and I will see you in my next reading.